audio, my phone, because it's connected. I'm going to see if we all can hear, if I can hear all three of us. Play, play. Aren't you playing? What? I'm streaming. Why? What is going on? Okay. Sound check. 1 2 1 2. Zoro, your turn.
1 2 1 2.
Luna, your turn.
1 2 1 2.
All right. We are live, and audio is recording successfully. Hi, welcome to GameHub, where all of the fellow gamers are indeed on the hub. My name is Benjamin Johnson, and I am today's host. I am here with two very good friends of mine. For all intents and purposes of privacy, I will not be doxing them, and they will be going by the names Zoro and Luna. I would first like to introduce Zoro. She is a very good friend of mine, and we have been friends since childhood, and I view her as my little sister. Zoro, please say hi to the
Hello.
audience.
Hello.
And the other person is Zoro's significant other, Luna. Luna, say hi.
Hello.
Now, I would like to preface I know Zoro pretty fairly well. I do not know Luna all that well. I have literally only spoke to him for about the past hour and a half.
Yep, makes sense.
It's only been like an hour and a half, but hopefully I don't seem that awful.
Nah, you sound fine. All right. Now, this is the first episode of said podcast of GameHub. On here, we will be talking about all sorts of things from gaming theories to gaming news to game lore to just video games in general. If it's gaming related, it's on this podcast. Now, normally there would be me and one other host, but unfortunately they are not able to make it today and probably won't be able to make to an episode until at least June. So until then, I will be bringing special guests on the show instead. And as you can tell, Zoro and Luna are my two special guests for today. Now, first off, let's start with explaining our gaming history, starting with Zoro and then going to Luna. Please explain to the audience what types of video games you have played before and what video games you like to play and just your gaming history in general for the audience.
My gaming history is a large one. I've played many different games. There's a huge list, but I'll run down the basics of them. I play first person shooters. An example is Rainbow Six Siege. I do my best on that. I'm not the best. But Borderlands is I've played all 3 games and the prequel, so basically all 4. Other than that, there are the more peaceful games that I've played. Stardew Valley, Slime Rancher, Minecraft. That can be peaceful if you make it, not if you don't. I do visual novels at times. I'm not going to say them because some people don't really like them.
Here on GameHub,
There's...
we respect all games with equal opportunity.
All right. So, Danganronpa, all of those games. I haven't completed the quote unquote 4th one, Ultra Despair Girls, but I've completed all the other ones. And I had another. Oh, Hollow Knight. The game's similar to Hollow Knight I've played. If you would consider Cuphead similar, I've played that. I've played Undertale. I've played Ori, the first game. Haven't completed it, but I've played it, so that says something. I think that's about it. I draw a lot. That's really it. The game I'm obsessed with right now is Stardew Valley, and I'm trying to get back into Rainbow Six Siege. There's my gaming history.
Okay, I can respect all of it. I am a fan of Minecraft. I've played a bit of Hollow Knight, but I have beaten the pre-sequel. I am on True Vault Hunter mode right now. I don't like 1. I haven't played 3. I'm kind of halfway through 2, I think. I don't know. I think I'm right before Roland dies. I think. I met Tiny Tina. That's where I'm at.
I love Tiny Tina.
Luna, would you care to explain to the audience what your gaming history involves?
Oh man, I've done pretty much everything. I've explored almost every type of genre. I haven't played a lot of horror games as of I am a console only gamer as of right now. There's not a lot of horror games on console, which kind of sucks.
Hey, the Evil Within series and Resident Evil.
I love that series. That series is great.
We'll talk more about the Evil Within here in a minute.
But I started off really my first game I took seriously played. I was probably the Smash Bros franchise. I've played it since Brawl. I think I've played every game at least once. I spent a lot of time on that, so I play a lot of fighting games. I do enjoy playing Rainbow Six Siege as well. That's the game really I spend most of my time on now. Although I've explored more of my gaming genres into the more peaceful side of instead of fighting and shooting all of the time. I've working on playing Slime Rancher and Stardew, and there was one last one I downloaded recently, but I can't remember what it was. But working on expanding more, really, generally. That's pretty much all I've done, really.
When it comes to gaming, I don't play a whole lot of first person shooters. I play a lot of combat heavy and platforming and puzzle games. I'm down to play most types of games at least once, and if I don't like it, I won't pick it back up, but I'll respect people who play it. Um, my gaming history is the very first video game I ever played is one of 3 games because I played all 3 games near and around each other, like within the same year. So I don't remember which one it was that I played first, but I think it's either the original Super Nintendo's Mario Brothers, New Super Mario Bros. For the Nintendo DSi, and Super Mario Bros. For the Wii. One of my favorite games to play that I love playing is Tetris. That's a fun game.
It's not really a me thing. That'd be a Zoro thing.
I love Tetris. I also forgot to add that I play the Five Nights at Freddy's games as well.
I remember that on the
of them.
bus.
All the official ones.
On the bus,
I
we
beat
would
the first
play
one.
2 a lot. We would never beat it, but we would play 2 a lot.
I've beat the first one, but I did not beat the second. I got to night 6 and then gave up. The third one, no offense, but it's my least favorite.
It's the only
there's
one
not
with
much
one
to
threat
it.
in it. There's only just one threat.
Right.
And that's Springtrap.
And that's why it's my
It's
least
a more
favorite.
lore-heavy
The fourth
game.
one,
I will
yeah.
say I did call that game 4 was not the final one. I called it. If you remember on the bus, I was like, it's like Friday the 13th. They call it the final chapter, but it's not the final chapter. It's just a marketing decision. I called it, and I was so happy when they made Sister Location. I'm like, I jumped out of my bed. I was like, I fucking called it. I knew it. But
I love the fourth game. It always scared the crap out
the
of me.
fourth
And
game
that's
is
why
the
I loved
most
it.
scary and the most lore confusing of the game. Oh my gosh. Have you watched MatPat's, are you caught up to date on MatPat's videos?
I am not.
I watched a little bit. I don't think I've watched the more recent ones.
Well, recently, while at work, I just put in headphones and I go back and I re-listen to all his entire FNAF playlist. The more and more I listen, the more and more I understand that the fourth game is the most lore confusing out of all the games. What's in the box?
Especially with that weird ending.
What's in the box? No,
and he never gave it to us.
yeah. I was going to, but because his fandom was
Hey
just
Luna, are you the one watching my stream? Luna, are you the one watching my stream?
I kind of no.
I mean, I have Twitch Studio open of my own stream, so that's probably just me watching my own stream, but
Well, I'm streaming my own, and there's one viewer, but I don't know who they
yeah,
are.
and that
Sorry
one
to
viewer
interrupt.
will never type in chat. Like, if you
Never,
have no
ever.
one, you'll have one viewer, but they'll never type in chat.
Never.
It's true.
It's weird, and it confuses the hell out
Yep.
of me.
It was Luna, by the way.
Anyway,
I just got there.
okay. Continuing on with my gaming history, I think I went from Mario and Tetris to Sonic afterwards. Because on my Nintendo DSi, I had the Sega collection for Sonic, which came with Sonic
Mhm.
1, 2, and 3, 2 and 3 with Knuckles, and then Sonic and Knuckles, because Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles were supposed to be one game, but they split it apart
I
to save
didn't.
money.
Nope.
On Sonic 2 with Knuckles, I got to the very last stage, and I haven't beat it since. I haven't played it since. One of my favorite games is Sonic Generations, just because I like the aspect of switching gameplay between 2D, OG 2D, and then the newer 3D style type gameplay. I found it fun. From there, I think I went on to play. I want to say I mainly switched from like Nintendo to like Xbox. Like console wise, my thing has always been like Nintendo to Xbox 360 to like the Wii and Switch, and then immediately to PlayStation 4, which I currently play now, and then laptop and Steam and whatnot. But one of the all-time favorite games I have ever played has got to be Risk of Rain 2 and Doom Eternal. Those are fun games.
I can download Doom Eternal for free, but I haven't made the thing yet.
How?
Pass.
Oh. I haven't played Doom Eternal in a while, mainly because I beat the game on Nightmare.
I had a friend who did that. He did it in 3 days. Did nothing but play Doom for like 3 days.
Well, Zoro can attest to this, but I have rage issues, so just picture me in your head just dying over and over and over and over,
Yep.
and slowly building
Yeah.
more and more rage. I think I raged at Five Nights at Freddy's 2 on the bus one day too, to be honest.
Yep.
And I think that's what caused me to get moved back up to the front. Not
I remember getting really upset because there was one whenever we were playing Five Nights at Freddy's 1, you accidentally clicked new night and I was on like night
Oh,
5.
don't remind me of that.
I remember that and I remember getting so upset. Oh,
And I
I
felt
really
so
hate that
bad
assembly.
afterwards. I felt so bad. And what made me feel even worse, is that's not the first time I've accidentally done that. Is when my mom handed me my Nintendo DSi and she let me play New Super Mario Bros. On it. I didn't know what the erase button did, and I deleted her world that where she had collected every single star coin there was.
Oh.
Yeah.
I played that on my DS and I remember being confused because I played it whenever I was really little and
Yeah.
I didn't really understand any of it, but I was so confused about it and I finally got to like 3 stars before I lost my DS and I was heartbroken.
Yeah. I have it at 2DS somewhere. That's a weird contraption. Play 3D games and non 3D.
Right?
Yeah, I think in Doom Eternal I have about 1,000 hours, and then Ariska Rank 2 I have about 2,000 hours in it in total.
My game um, that have the largest amount of hours are probably my game that has the largest amount is Terraria, easily. But
Mm.
Ooh, speaking of Terraria, whenever you're done, I have something that will blow your mind. Continue on with your
that's probably
segment.
that has the most. And then Subnautica and Stardew Valley are mostly the highest. If you put all the Danganronpa games together, those will probably have it. But really, it's Terraria. By far my favorite game.
What about
I think
you?
my highest is honestly on one console, probably Minecraft. I know we've all played Minecraft on like 80 different consoles because they have it for like 80 different consoles.
We're not even going to
But
begin the discussion of every version of Minecraft there is.
there's like
That is a whole different podcast.
two on there's two on Xbox, two on Xbox 360, DS, Wii U, PlayStation, two versions on the PlayStation. There's too many. But I think
Proceeds to list
currently
half
right
of
now
them
the
anyway.
version, yeah. Anyway, the two I think honestly speaking of that, my highest game I think if I remember correctly right now is probably Minecraft. I have like I don't know how many this is in hours, but I have at least 45 days on one account.
Makes sense.
And then
I don't know how to check.
and then
Oh, I know how to
second
check. I
probably
finally figured out how to check days in Java. You press F3, and it'll bring up like coordinates and all that, and it will show how many days you survived in said world. But other than that, I think you just have to go to Steam for most games. I don't know how to do it. Ooh. For Minecraft though, because I have Minecraft through the Minecraft launcher.
Yeah, I have it through the launcher, and then I have Bedrock.
Yeah. All right. So speaking of Terraria, you know what the rarest spawn item is?
block.
I meant like
The
weapons.
dirt block and the slime staff.
Yeah, I spawned in with the baby slime staff. Very first game
Aw.
ever. My friend,
You spawned in with it?
yes, as as my magical item. Very first ever game, and I immediately had the wand that spawns a baby slime. It's like one of the worst items in the game, but it's like one of the rarest items in the game. My friend Garrett's like, "Did you pick that up?" I'm like, "No, I had it to begin with." It's like, how the fuck? Anyway,
That's interesting.
time for our first segment. We will each go through taking turns, and what this is we will each take turns explaining a game, but badly. Basically, we are going to give scuffed video game descriptions, and each person of the two other people gets 5 tries to guess the game right. We will do this for about like 5 to 6 rounds, maybe, until we can not figure out any more ideas of what we can name off. I will go first because I have one off the top of my head. There are 2 answers that I am looking for, and either or is accessible. A man wakes up from a man out of time wakes up from a long nap to a land foreign yet familiar to him to complete his quest.
Is it the Breath of the Wild?
That's one of the answers. Zoro,
Or just
I don't know the other.
do you want me to say it or do you want to
Say
continue?
it.
Fallout 4.
Oh, interesting. I haven't played any of the Fallout series. I know I need to.
Really? You haven't played a single Fallout game?
No,
What about you, Zoro?
I'm an Xbox player and I haven't played a single Fallout game.
It's not just an Xbox thing, but
Ah, never mind. That was.
what about you, Zoro? You play a Fallout game before?
Nope, not once.
Wow.
Hmm?
Damn, I'm old.
Heard of them though.
Damn, I'm old. All right, Zoro, it's your turn. Give a scuffed video game description.
Oh no. I gotta think of one. I wasn't prepared for this. Let's think. So I have a limit of words, right?
No, not really. You just got to make it to where you think that we would be able to get it. You just got to be able to
I
describe
have
it
4
badly.
words.
Oh no.
Grandpa dies, get rich. There you go.
I know this. Luna, you can go first because
know
I
it
know
too.
this.
It's Stardew.
It's Stardew Valley.
Yeah. Grandpa dies, get rich.
I mean,
Get
you're
rich.
not wrong. All right, Luna, it's your turn.
Alright, hold on. I think I can find one if I just let me look at my game library real quick. I bet I can get one. Oh.
I'll start working on my next one just so we don't have to hesitate like I did before.
I'm already thinking of 2 more.
Yeah, hold on. I am pulling up my game library. It'll let me. TV takes forever to turn on.
I'm gonna pull up my Steam library as well.
Let's. Wake up in a strange world, walk out the first door of the tutorial, and immediately get told you have no bitches.
I know this one
I know this one as well.
because I beat it, and I was so happy that I beat it.
Either one of you can go.
Elden Ring.
Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Okay. Man literally too
So how
angry.
NSFW? Sorry.
Oh, I know
How
this one.
NSFW
You didn't even
really
finish
allowed to
it.
get with this?
Do what?
How NSFW is allowed?
This is an uncensored, uncut, rated R, 18 and up
Alright.
stream.
Got
Alright,
it.
for my next one. Man literally too angry to die, fights
I know this
God,
one.
and wins.
I know this one. Well, I knew it before you even finished it the first time.
I don't like that.
Is it that you told me about it. I don't personally, but I know it's you talked about it. Risk of Rain, is that what it is?
No. No, it's not. Because that has nothing to do with anger. Luna for the win?
I don't know then.
It's Doom. You stole his bunny rabbit.
Okay. But which Doom?
I feel like it's Eternal because that's the one where he. I mean, not he doesn't matter.
It
He pretty much
no.
angry in all of them, but
In Doom 2016, he doesn't kill any gods. He just kills demons. Only in Doom
that makes
Eternal
sense.
and its respective DLC does he kill gods.
Okay.
Okay. Zoro, it's your turn to deliver the uncut, uncensored description here.
Doggy creature gets touched by balls.
What the fuck?
Hold on.
Oh, wait a minute. Do we need to call PETA?
What is this? Hold on. I'm trying to even think of it. I can't.
I think my entire audience just got backlash from that. Hold up. They're getting Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood flashbacks here. You gotta. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold up. One more time, explain that sentence?
Doggy creatures get touched by balls. I think
Dude.
if you think about it enough.
I don't
Even,
think I know
like, what-
any game that could just be described as that.
Hold on, no,
What the
hold on. I'm
fuck?
so confused. What
Is
in
it
the world would this even be?
is it Isaac Reborn? Rebirth? Isaac Rebirth? What
He hasn't. She hasn't.
No.
what is that
hasn't
game
played
called?
any of those.
What is that game
What
called?
is it? Oh, The Binding of Isaac.
Oh, Binding of Isaac, yeah. But no, it's not that
No,
apparently.
it is not.
What is this? I'm so confused. Doggy creature. That.
Is it Bloodborne?
What is it?
No.
It's not Bloodborne. I got 3 guesses left.
Dude,
I feel
have
like
no
she's
clue.
blowing the
Think about
NFS.
the games that I know.
I think she's blowing the like. Oh my god.
I have 0 clue.
Is it a Pokemon?
Yes.
Oh my god,
It's
it is.
Pokemon.
Okay, yeah, but Pokemon's too generic of an answer. We have to come up with what Pokemon it is.
It's probably like Vaporeon.
No, not like the Pokemon creature, the Pokemon game. We have to guess the Pokemon
Oh.
game she's talking about. Is it
Maybe
Eevee's
this is the new
Adventure?
ones.
What did you say, Ben?
Is it Eevee's Adventure?
No.
Is it just Scarlet or Violet?
I mean,
Is it Ultra
No.
Sun and Moon?
mm-mm.
Darn it, I'm out of guesses.
I don't know. In white?
It's not. No. It's not specifically with the dog. What's my favorite Pokemon game? Or, sorry, Luna.
It's fine.
I didn't finish it.
It's fine. Just forget about it, move on.
Yes.
Stay out of.
Yeah.
Mm,
Anyway, it's your turn, Luna.
mm. I can't guess anymore
have
though.
one.
Mm.
I think I got one. So, Peaceful Square has to go attack Pink Triangle.
Peaceful Square has to attack Pink Triangle.
I can add a little bit more. Peaceful Square lives peaceful life until Happy Tree is gone. Now he must go kill God.
Do I know this? Have I played it?
I've talked about it with you.
Is it Portal?
No.
don't think
Okay, so I guess I can give a better description. So, Peaceful Square gets Happy Tree stolen by Pink God, basically. And he has to run through worlds with music.
Oh, just Shapes and Beats.
Mhm.
Yeah. You've played it before. I haven't though.
Yeah, the game is entire. It's like a bullet hell game.
My brain
Play
just
as a
literally
square.
shut down for that entire moment. My lord.
I
You
have
just play as
never
a-
known just Shapes and Beats other than from Luna.
You play as a square, and you have to go through and it's just a bullet hell game.
Okay. Here's mine. The ocean is never this clean.
Who's guessing first? Because I think I know it.
You go ahead.
Subnautica?
Nope.
Oh. Okay. Then I have another guess after.
Never
Luna
this
goes.
clean. Like
If
Raft?
Garrett is watching this is an inside joke for him. Yes, it is Raft. Here's the thing.
Yep.
Me and Garrett were playing and we encountered this bug where no trash was appearing whatsoever, so we couldn't build upon a raft. So I was just standing there and I yelled, "The ocean is never this clean. Where's my pollution?" And he just burst out laughing. He found it so funny.
Okay.
All right, Zoro, it's your turn.
I want to think of something that you both would know. But I don't want to make it obvious.
I mean, that is the name of the game. Not really. I don't think this game has a name yet, but I'll figure it out.
Shoot. I have a game, but.
I still can't get over the dog creature gets
Okay.
hit with strange balls.
I have
That will...
another NSFW.
Oh, God. You know, I didn't expect... Okay, hang on. Not to say your actual ages, but who's older?
Me.
She is.
Okay, I didn't expect the middle child of us three to come up with the NSFW, but here we are. I expected the, what, I don't know, 19 and a half year old to do it.
Okay. Child trips, gets boned. That's all I give you.
I know what it is too.
You go first.
It's Undertale.
Yep.
I was gonna say Deltarune, but yeah.
Technically both.
Toby Fox, what have you done to us?
Oh god.
Luna, it's your turn.
I guess my game can simply be described as don't leave your coworker with a strange button.
Is it don't touch
I
the red
know it.
button?
Yeah.
It's please don't touch anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh god, that game has so many references in it.
I love that game. That game's awesome. I have it on my Xbox.
I like it in the VR form that it has.
Yeah, I have that one. I can't move around in it, but
Okay. Hang on. I'm going back to my Steam library to look at this. Okay.
I thought of one, but it can describe so many different games that I don't know if I can really use it.
Here you are God, and you are unholy.
Mommy don't know daddy's getting.
You are God, and you are unholy. And you must evolve. That is...
first I was gonna say, well, God, I guess technically, Isaac
Is
an
it
angel.
Spore?
How the fuck did you get that right first try?
I love that game.
She
You
has
added
played,
and
like,
you must.
only a few hours.
Okay, so
But that's such a fun game.
anytime I hear the word spore, I just immediately think of the Markiplier creation. Hmm.
Oh god.
Okay, so it's your turn, Zoro.
I'm gonna give it this description, but if you can't guess it from this, then I'll find a different one. Sexy women? Question mark?
Diagonal robot.
No,
No, not
Really?
Uh,
Really?
it is not.
I know this is another game that you might have. That little.
I don't own this game.
Okay, then you don't have. It wouldn't be Siege.
Fortnite?
What?
Nope.
Let's see. Women question mark is what she
Whammon.
said.
Sexy whammon question mark. Whammon.
Siege
don't
is a good
know.
guess, though. I mean, with Thorn and everything.
Oh my god.
I love making Luna upset. It's my favorite thing.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It depends if you've heard this song. I don't want you both to. I don't want just one of you to know
Don't play the
or not.
song because it'll get muted afterwards.
Oh no, that's not. I was gonna make a reference to the song.
Oh.
Is it no wait, you do you own that game or not? I don't know if you do own that game or not. Do you own Doki Doki?
I told you I don't own this game.
So yeah, you don't it's not Doki it is Doki Doki Literature Club, isn't it?
It is Doki Doki Literature Club.
Natsuki got me messed up, man.
Personally, I'm a Yuri person.
Of course
Yeah.
you would be Yuri. Of course. That explains so much.
Mate, Luna says I'm Yuri as well.
Yeah. Makes the most sense.
I am Sayori and Natsuki stand.
Yuri and Sayori
just know
are
when
the
this Monica period.
Just say the
well.
hang
No.
on. The song "Just Monica, just Monica, just Monica, just Monica."
The end of it. That was the
Just
song I was
say
gonna
Ari,
reference, except I was
just
gonna
say
say
Ari, just say Ari, just say Ari.
and I sing soprano, that part.
Oh my god, that would have made it so obvious.
I know. That's why I was iffy about it.
All right, Luna, it's your turn. We're gonna do one more round of this afterwards.
Hold on, let me. I don't know how many people there are, but let's just say a few emo teenagers and a cat go to steal some people's and change people's lives.
I know that.
Cult of the
Okay,
Lamb.
hold on. No, some emo teenagers and a cat go into people's minds and steal their hearts somehow.
Oh, Deltarune.
Nope. It is Persona 5.
Yes.
I've never played any of the Persona games.
I only played 5.
You guys start really slow though.
Yeah.
And I was better. I'm just saying.
Okay, so this is going. You guys haven't played this game, I know for a fact. But this is a line said in the game, and I think it explains the game fairly well. So I'm going to give you guys unlimited guesses for this one for the final round. And it's just 4 words. Take drugs, kill a bear.
The Forest.
No.
It's a good game though.
Darn it. That was a good guess. Though,
Remember,
right?
it is a good guess, but remember, I said I know for a fact neither of you have played this game.
I don't know.
Remember, you get unlimited guesses.
I feel like is it a Risk of Rain game?
No, it is not.
No.
Because
so if is it a Fallout game? Because neither of us have played those.
yes, it is a Fallout game, but it's a specific Fallout game.
I kind of go look up Fallout. Oh my god, there's so many.
Yes, there is.
3.
No, Zoro, your turn.
Oh shoot. I don't know. Uh. Fallout 2.
No.
Dang.
Luna, your turn.
Vegas.
What?
New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas.
Yes, it is Fallout New Vegas.
That was my next guess. Luna, did you search Fallout game with a bear too?
No, I just searched Fallout on the store.
I just searched Fallout games with a bear.
Yes, because in Fallout New Vegas, you have the Mystical Wasteland perk. If you take it, you can take drugs and you can fight a flaming Yaogwai, which is a bear. That's on fire. Okay, same rules apply. Unlimited guesses. Zoro, it is your turn.
Alright, that means I gotta make this hard, don't I?
You can make this as hard or as obvious as you want.
I want to make it difficult since it's the last round. Let me open up Steam real quick.
STEM.
Oh, I can make.
Let me open up STEM.
No, because we wouldn't count that game. STEM.
Oh yes, STEM.
I don't know if. I'm trying to make sure it's a song that. Or a song, wow. A game that both of you would know.
Well, I chose a game that neither of you know, so.
Can it just. Yeah. What if I give it one word?
Oh god, this is the Dark Souls of guessing, I guess.
The one word is life. That's it.
Plague Inc.
No.
Despair.
Good guess, though. No.
Cult of Lamb.
No.
Life.
It's very simple. You're gonna be kind of upset when
The
you hear the
Sims.
answer, but that's okay.
Yeah, yeah, I didn't think about that one.
I've actually played The Sims before.
Apparently, they're making it like
I've played
playable in the
Sims
next one.
What do you mean?
Not playable, but they're making it like cross-platform playable. Like you can play with other people.
That'd be weird. You just have one guy in the background just building a house, and you have another guy going inside people's houses, stealing their paintings, and then selling it as personal objects. And then you just have one guy in the background just like, I am abducting people with my hands. All shall bow before me. Then you have another one trying to woohoo with the Grim Reaper.
Or
They
you
took
have
that out
the
of the game.
Oh yeah, because they made a video about it. You can no longer try for baby with the Grim Reaper. If a
Yeah.
building is on fire, all of them will allowed be escape. However, if the building is a school, the children will have to remain because school is a prison. That and the Pergonana video. Okay, Luna, for the final one of the final round, unlimited guesses. Go.
Let's see. I'm trying to find a really hard way to describe this. Let's see. So, can I just name it in like words?
Yeah, you got to give it a scuffed description. That's all that is required.
Detective has nightmares about a camera.
What?
Hello neighbor.
Have I played this game?
Nope. No.
Detective has nightmares about a camera. Do I at least know it?
I've told you about it.
Is it Alan Wake?
Have you?
Nope.
Oh, is it Evil Within 2?
Yes.
The Oculus.
I
The Oculus character. The camera with legs.
Yeah.
Oh no, I just broke my mannequin. Oh well.
Mono best villain.
It snapped my mannequin in half.
Yeah, I had no clue.
Yeah, because Detective Castellanos, Sebastian, Seb.
Sebastian?
Yeah.
Castellanos. Gets his daughter stolen,
Yeah.
and then his wife it becomes like a cum creature.
Yeah, that was weird.
It was weird. It was like this midsection of the game where like his wife becomes like this creature made out of like white goop.
I thought it was meant to represent like mother's milk, is what I thought it was, but a lot of people
don't
on
know, it's
YouTube were
weird.
like the sock under your bed when it gains sentience. And I was just like, yep, that sounds about right.
First objective is about this guy who has like has this world where like
Stefano.
his eye is like
Stefano.
I love Stefano. He's my favorite.
Stefano's a good villain. He's like the
He was
perfect
good.
match of unhinged and psychotic but intelligent at the same time.
Is he the one that takes pictures of the dead bodies?
Yes, yes, he is.
And mutilates
I'd
them
probably.
and then like traps a
I'm not gonna
whole
say that.
traps a whole room of like he traps a whole theater of like he kidnaps a bunch of people, puts them all in a theater,
And then calls it
and then,
his
like,
Crimson
forces-
period.
Yeah, like how was it? I don't remember the artist. Was it?
Had his blue period.
Yeah, he had a blue period, so he's like, I'm in my crimson period, and blows everyone's heads up in slow motion and slowly walks away.
And has an orgasm, pretty sure, in the midst of it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Honestly, that's kind.
Oh my god.
I think we just unlocked a new kink for Zoro, and I'm concerned.
No.
Oh, it's not new.
Oh, wait a minute, hold on. This podcast went from, hey, let's talk about games to, hey, let's kink shame everyone.
Oh,
Let's
no,
kink shame
please
video
don't
game
do
characters.
that. Oh. Oh,
Alright, no, but since we're on the
don't
topic, we're just going to be talking about video games for the next portion of the podcast. Um, not to count you out, Zoro, but Luna and I both have played the Evil Within video games, so we're going to talk about that for the next couple minutes.
Fine by me.
So
Drawing.
Luna, what's your favorite game between the two? What game do you like better?
I thought 2 was good. I think they're both really good. The first one was really good, and then the 2 kind of like went off of that and built off of it, of what 2 or what 1 left off with.
Yeah,
I thought it was kind of cool.
I will say it's jarring to hear like after playing one for so long and hearing his voice, and then going into two and hearing the other voice
Yeah,
actor. It was weird.
it is weird. It's cool. It's like,
It's nice, but it's like it's still weird,
yeah,
especially when everyone else sounds the exact same. And Kidman, don't even get me started on Kidman. I will say I think two does better on the action survival than it does on the
yeah,
horror bit because it's more psychological horror than anything else. But like
yeah.
one was very much straight up a horror game. Like you
With the
could
chainsaw, dude.
okay, so those characters were called the sadist,
Nope.
the keeper, the long-haired lady, and the amalgam, which is the thing you fight in the parking lot, the car lot. I forget what the underwater is called, and then I forget what Ruvik's final form was called. But can we just talk about how long that final battle against Ruvik went on for? Good God.
True.
Like, I was playing on casual and I still had a hard time beating it. Like, good God. Um, so there have been talks that they're going to make a 3 soon, hopefully.
Really? How long was this game released ago?
It was at least 2017.
Yeah, it was 17 when 2 came out. It's gonna be 6 years since then. That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, with the cliffhanger, though. That cliffhanger. Because it wasn't the same room that Mobius had been, like, dismantled in. It's like a
Yeah.
different room, but, like, because you could tell it was an older stim system, but, like, can we just talk about, like, the logic behind stim real quick, though? Like,
That was weird.
stim was really weird. The whole idea of you have one person whose brain could house all these separate entities without, like, going psychotic. Like, no wonder Ruvik was the way he was.
Yeah.
Also, did you know he was incestuous with his sister?
Ah,
Yes.
that's lovely. I did not.
Correctio Shinguchi?
Quirked up white boy, goaded with the sauce, bust down sexual style. But not like in the main game, like you could pick up hints the way he describes his sister, like he had feelings for her.
Yeah.
Like it was an intense kind of love, but it's further cemented in the DLC, The Assignment, which makes Kidman the main character. He pretty much had an incestual relationship with his sister,
That's weird.
and it's why he,
That's always
when he
so
made the
fun.
long-haired lady, drew in such a revealing way.
That is
It's
weird.
always fun.
Yeah. What was your favorite monster from the Evil Within one? Like, what was your
I
favorite
don't really know
section?
from. I don't really know from 1.
I can tell you what my most hated section of one was.
Sure.
The freaking water section. Oh my god, I hate the water monster. I hate it so much.
Fair.
I haven't played all of 2 yet, but like I've watched people play all of 2.
Yeah.
Like Tobias, Father Tobias, he's weird. No, Father
Oh
Theodore.
yeah, he was weird.
Theodore. Theodore.
Theodore was his name. Yeah.
Theodore was
He was
weird.
weird.
he went Joshua Graham everywhere. Like the fire around me burned brighter. The fire in me burned brighter than the fire around me.
It's just weird.
Anyway, on to gaming news. So the highly anticipated sequel to Breath of the Wild has been announced, and it has
Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom.
a release date. Does anyone know that release
Now it
date
does.
on the top of their head?
Nope, but I
Nope.
know it's decently soon. It's like under 100 days now.
It's up for pre-order.
Wow. So it's that soon.
Yeah, it comes out May 12th.
Glad.
I can never stick to those games very well. I don't stick to games. I play them for about a month, then stop, then go back to play them.
I mean, that's how I am.
Fair.
I play them for like 8 hours at a time for a game session, and I don't play anything else. And then I go on to something else.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
let's talk about
some
Breath of the
other
Wild
fun
for a
stuff.
bit. So Breath of the Wild, that's a fun game.
It is fun. I enjoyed what I played of it. I really just got to the horse part and then started breeding horses. Not breeding them, but trying to get more of them and taming them and stuff.
I completed the Champions Ballad DLC.
That one was
I-
that was interesting.
I just
That
played
was
a lot of
hard.
Pokemon.
Mainly because you had to go back and refight the Blights, and I hate Thunder Blight.
Thunderblight's awful. I'm at his part right now.
I hate Thunder Blight. I hate him so much.
I did arguably the easiest one first.
Okay,
Did the water one first.
okay, so you're wrong on that. The water one's not the
Maybe not the
easiest
easiest.
one.
Ah.
In difficulty, they go Valmedo, Varuda, Varudania, and then Vaunaboris.
I can't remember if I did air or water first. I think I might have done water then air.
Air is the easier, but I went with water first. Oh my god, water section. Can
That
we
water
just...
healing is so nice.
Yes, it is, but you can only do it once, like every 25 minutes. But can we just talk
Yeah,
about
that's
how...
what it feels like.
Can we just talk about how tragic of a character Mifa is?
I mean, yeah.
Like, she was set out to marry Link. And then Ganon cockblocked her and killed her. It's like, nah, fam, you
Yeah.
did. Like, not saying I want to marry a ghost, but like, I accepted the husband armor. Like, damn. That game was sad.
It was sad.
It was very sad.
I like Rivali. He's funny to me.
Oh my god, Rivali is such a prick. Oh
It's
my...
hilarious though.
You find it hilarious. I find it obnoxious, especially since I have...
He is. He's a big prick, but he's hilariously.
Okay, so you'll love Hyrule
like
Warriors Age of
Kokichi.
Calamity then, because you get to see Rivali in all his prickiness in action. I hate
Yes.
Rivali. I'm glad Rivali died.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
The court has decided to bless you into all your holiness.
Yeah. Not very holy. There's not much there.
Other exciting, I guess, game news would be that there's. First of all, I know you haven't. I don't know if you don't know if you remember if you said you played Hollow Knight or not, but there's a sequel coming out this summer.
Oh yeah, it's about
Um,
Hornet.
Hollow, yeah. And then also RE4 coming out this month. The remake.
Yes, I forgot about that. I've been playing RE4 recently, and I gotta say, one of my favorite games of all time, Resident Evil Village. Love that game. Absolutely love it. I played it a crap ton when I first got it. And I like how the inventory system's a lot like Resident Evil 8 in it. Well, I guess it's vice versa, but like
in a
I
way,
hope they
yeah.
make the inventory system a lot more like how they made it in 8 than in 4. Because the whole aiming system, God, say what you want about the old games. I don't like it. I don't like their aiming system. I don't.
Yeah, they're not.
I don't like it. I better be able to access my subtitles too this time. Like, damn.
Did not.
Something that's kind of something that's kind of exciting is I got 2 games. So Street Fighter 6 is they're finally making a new Street Fighter
Really?
after like
After
forever.
like 20
Yeah.
years.
Yeah. Instead of making, you know how they had like Street Fighter 4 with like 8 remakes?
Yeah. Don't even get me started
they're
on the
coming
Final
out with-
Fantasy remakes. They still haven't even
They-
came out with Part 3 to Final Fantasy 14 remastered.
They did like Street Fighter 4 Ultimate something. They did like too many. But then they made 5. I don't think they made any remakes of 5. And then now they're making 6. And then another good thing for console players, there was a fighting series on PS4 that was really popular. Guilty Gear is now being brought over to Xbox. All of its rollback netcode glory.
Oh, also in gaming news, this happened a while back, but Gearbox Studios, the owners of Borderlands IP, has now owns the console IP to Risk of Rain 2. And I don't know how I feel about it. Because as someone who's an avid player of Risk of Rain 2, I extremely love the modded version on PC. I love it so much. Better UI mod is like, mwah, it's chef's kiss. But someone who cares for a Risk of Rain 2 video game, I do not know how I feel about Gearbox obtaining the IP for it because they will either treat it fairly well, like Borderlands, or they'll treat it fairly badly. And it won't go good.
Sometimes it happens and it kind of sucks.
Yeah, because we can all agree that Borderlands is Gearbox's baby and they don't pay attention to much anything else.
Yep. There are other games by Gearbox.
I think.
Huh.
That's the thing. No one
There
knows
was,
because
they
they are
certainly
only
haven't
known.
advertised it.
They are only known for Borderlands.
A couple other gaming things. Can we talk about how like Assassin's Creed went from like one of the best gaming
Oh my
series
god,
to
Assassin's
now
Creed
it's
is like
horrendous.
it's a letdown.
They
The last-
tried a leap of faith with some of these other things and they just like
The
fall
last good
straight
game
into
they
the
had
floor.
was Origins. That's the last good game they
Yeah.
had.
That was a while ago.
I know. That was like what, 7 years ago? It came out in what?
I remember. It was
15?
a long time ago, but it sucks because the idea of the game is awesome, but like they can't keep doing this.
They're
If they
trying
keep
to
making
build
bad
out the
games,
like further back lore, but like there's only so
it's not
far you can
working.
do. There's only so much you can do. Like Origins perfectly explained like the origin of Eagle Vision and whatnot. And
Yeah.
it's like the perfect.
Was Origins the one in Egypt?
Yes, it was the one in Egypt. It's like
Yeah, that game was awesome.
yeah, that was the last good game they had. Other than that, Valhalla was a letdown. Valhalla felt like what God of War Ragnarok felt like if it was Great Value Edition.
That's what it is. I mean, I thought the Viking thing was gonna be awesome, but it ended up just being really bad.
And it didn't help that it released around the exact same time as God of War Ragnarok.
That's probably what killed it, but
yeah, it's what put the coffin in the stone, or stone in the coffin, or whatever. But let's speak of God of War for a bit. God of War 4, I love it. I played it a lot.
Was that the remake one?
It's the 2018.
Yeah, so
It's
just
the
like God of War
first Norse
2018.
one.
Yeah.
Like I felt like that game. Like I had played God of War Ascension and beat it. Played bits of 3. I think I got past Hermes. Then after that, I stopped playing. But
I think it's funny that the first like 3 games, it's all about just him being angry, and then the last 2 that they've made are like really sad, deep.
Well, it's because he's growing as a character.
This is a good thing.
But like it provides a fresh new take on it because if you're an older player who played like the original OG like 5 games, Ascension, Ghost of Sparta, 1, 2, and 3, like you can feel like his character growth. But like they made 2018 such a unique experience that you could go into it without having played any of the past games and feel like you still understood the story of his character growth because like they hinted towards it throughout the entire game and it felt genuinely fun to play. It's really fun experience. I wish I could do it again and just experience it for the first time.
Okay.
Fair is fair. All right, and that is
Yeah, I didn't play any of those games
it for the gaming news segment. Now, this next segment is mainly going to be me talking and you two trying to follow along and understand as I explain this. Now, Luna, you said you have played Doom Eternal before, correct?
I haven't, but I wanted to download it and play it. No, I have not played it though.
Okay. Do you know anything about the lore?
Nothing at all. I just know, like people have said, man steals rabbit, die.
Okay. So, there are 2 distinct timelines when it comes to the Doom lore. There is the classic Doom timeline, which is Doom 1, 2, and 3, 64, 2016, and Doom Eternal and its DLC. And then there's the Doom 3 timeline, which is just it's Doom 3 and its respective DLC. It's the Doom Marine timeline. Just start with the OG timeline. Now, I do not know the exact year the first game takes place. Hang on, let me look it up. Doom 1903.
Is that the very first game that you can like run on a calculator?
Yes, it's the game that everyone plays.
Everyone tries to find ways to run it on.
It's like the question: can it run Doom? Can it run Doom?
Like I feel like someone. I remember someone made it run on a calculator, and then
someone made it run on a pregnancy test. That's a testament to how Doom is.
And then there was someone who apparently managed to power it with like using like 8 potatoes or something like that.
Nah, 8 potatoes and 2 lemons. Okay, I'm trying to find the exact year that Doom takes place. Hang on.
How small is that game? While you're looking that up, can we talk about a gaming atrocity real quick? Like some
Go ahead.
games that kind of fell off. A game that was just horrible.
Go ahead.
So we all remember Cuphead and how great that was in like I think it was like 2018. I don't know if it was 2018.
I think it was 2017.
17. We all had that, and that was like really popular for a long time. And then they tried to bring it back.
With
DLC, and it lasted like 3 days, and then I heard nothing about it ever again.
Yeah, I think I watched Jacksepticeye play his thing, but that was about it.
Yeah, I was just looking through like top paid games and stuff like that to see if we can find things to talk about. I found the DLC with like the multiplayer, or not the multiplayer,
Delicious Last Course.
of them together. Yeah. And then I found like a couple games over what a game that came out recently that everyone was kind of, I don't know if everyone, but some people were talking it was going to be really good, and then it was just like horrendous. Atomic Heart.
Oh God. Oh, we are not talking about the Thirst robot game, okay?
Detroit Become Human.
Oh, I love that bit. I love that. Connor, knock it off.
Was so much better. Connor,
what you doing?
You doing?
Nothing, Captain. Hello, I am Connor. Really a Cyberdyne cyborg.
By Cyberlife.
An android sent by Cyberlife.
I am Connor. No, okay.
Sexy detective.
That's not right. That's not. Okay, so The original Doom takes place in the year of something, 22, something. But the Doom guy, known at this time as Doom Guy, was a Marine who was ordered to fire upon innocents. He punched his commanding officer and as punishment was sent to as security detail on Mars base on Phobos. However, when he got there, demons! Oh no! He eventually fought off all the demons, making his way to hell, fought the cyber demon, killed it, and returned back to Earth, only to find his wife and kid murdered and his bunny on a stake, beheaded and killed. Doom 2. He goes and kills all the demons around, fights the spider mastermind, and kills the icon of sin for the first time. Take note of that. And he vows to stay in hell to fight them. Doom 64. He gets back. They develop a teleportation technology to do it, but the government declares Mars a non-operable area, and so they decide to nuke it. That does not go as planned. It gives rise to new demons, and ends with the Doom guy vowing to stay in hell to forever fight them, and he does. Thousands of years take place, and I mean thousands. He's been fighting the demons forever, slowly losing his grip on his sanity. Mind you, hell isn't a world, it's a dimension with worlds in it. And so it exists out of time and space. And so they come across this place called Argent Denure. And he meets up with the Night Sentinels, and he gets taken in. And he fights in this coliseum that prisoners are allowed to fight in to gain a sense of freedom, kind of, to be placed on the front lines. And he only utters a couple of words. Rip and tear. Guts. Huge guts.
The song.
Rip and tear. Must kill them all. And so the priests at the time take him to the Con Maker to learn his tongue, or language, and wants to learn more about the demons he spoke of. As time passes, he eventually becomes one of the Argent Denure Knights of the Night Sentinels, and fights alongside them. However, at one point, the demons attack Argent Denure, and they bring a Sentinel. Nothing can kill a Sentinel. Nothing. Something can incapacitate a Sentinel, but nothing can kill it. And so they have a thing called a divinity machine. And the Seraphim takes the Doom guy at this point to the divinity machine, gives him godlike powers, indestructibility, infinite stamina, stuff like that. And he incapacitates the Sentinel. From this point on, he's known as the Doomslayer. And eventually, the Con Maker makes a deal with the Demon Lord, or the Dark Lord, because they found Argent energy, and they use it as a life source. Because the Con Makers, they fear transfiguration, which is a ways of them becoming more flesh-like than machine. And it's an extremely painful process, and it usually ends with their death. So they find out that human souls, tortured human souls, make up hell energy, and hell energy could be refined into Argent energy, and that's what fuels the Night Sentinels' weapons. So the Night Sentinels break off into two paths: those who follow the Con Maker and her newly formed Hell Priests, and the ones who side with the Slayer. The ones who side with the Slayer go through a portal to go to hell. However, the Betrayer, in a moment of weakness, tells Hell this plan, in sense of they'll bring his son back. However, when they are on the other side of the portal, the Hell Priests close the portal, and the Betrayer figures out that they're not going to bring his son back. Not in the way they promised. They instead make his son the icon of sin. By this time, The Doomslayer has killed 3 Icon of Sins, and he is tired of it. Almost all the other Night Sentinels die. All that's left is the Betrayer and the Doomslayer. Doomslayer eventually gets caught and thrown in a sarcophagus. About 1,000 years later, Samuel Hayden of the UAC, also disguised as a Seraphim, who is the Seraphim sent back down to Earth in a different Earth dimension, finds him on the planet Mars in the sarcophagus and brings him back. Thus, the events of Doom 2016 takes place. He goes through, Dr. Olivia Pierce triggers the Hell Wave, the Lazarus Wave, triggers the invasion. Argent energy is no longer available to humans as a resource anymore. Olivia eventually gets turned by Dean Ragnock into the Spider Mastermind. Doomslayer promptly kills her. The Seraphim takes a blade that he had, it was a key, and turns it into a blade at the end, and then teleports the Doomslayer away.
What is that thing called? I think I know what you're talking about.
I don't remember what it's called.
Is it like the red one?
It's the demonic blade. The crucible. The demonic crucible. That thing. Teleports him away into the Fortress of Doom. A couple years later, Doom Eternal happens. He goes through, he kills all 3 Hell Priests. He fights the Doom Hunters, which is a weird variation of a demon with cybernetic implants. Kills the Con Maker, and then fights the Icon of Sin for a 4th time. And then he goes through, learns later in the DLC that the Samuel Hayden is the Seraphim, and fights him, and then goes to the Dark Lord's homeworld and kills the Dark Lord, who is the Doomslayer himself. Just the Doomslayer's father, basically. He created the Doomslayer, but in his image. And the Doomslayer kills him and kills all demons. But, however, since he was fueled by Argent energy in the Divinity Machine, kills a part of himself, so he gets put into a sleep. He gets put back into a coffin on the homeworld. And that is the end of the events as we know it. That is basically a Cliff Notes version. You can look up a full video on what the entire timeline is on your own on YouTube. Because I'm pretty sure I messed some shit up. And I extremely dumbed it down for both of you.
Yeah, when you have games going from how old was the original Doom?
1993 is the first Doom game.
Yeah, all the way up to now.
Yeah. Anyway.
That's a lot.
Is there anything else you guys would like to talk about?
Really?
No.
Because we have been going on for 1 hour and 13 minutes now. Which means the podcast has actually been going on for about 1 hour and 10. If you take into account the whole audio test.
You?
You've been
Not
kind of
really.
quiet on this podcast, Zoro. Is there anything you would like to add?
Not really, no. I just don't play some of the games you talked about, so.
Well, there's got to be a game you would like to talk about, right?
I don't know. My favorite game's Terraria, so I guess I would brag about how good that, but
why don't you explain to the audience what Danganronpa is?
I wouldn't say I'm the best, but oh.
Because this is a podcast about gaming, so.
I love that game very much.
So if you're passionate about it, explain it.
Very much, actually. It's just an iffy topic because the games, a lot of people hate them.
Remember, here on GameHub, we hold no disrespect.
Everyone has a right to their own opinion. But I love the games because I think all the characters are written fantastically. Danganronpa is originally a game series. There is an anime about it, but the first anime is based off of the games. The second anime is kind of an in-between and a little bit of a background story of the second game. And then there's a movie about Nagito Komaeda, who is the main antagonist of the second game. But all 3 of the games are based, or the main 3 games are based off of a murder mystery. There's one mastermind who had put 16 students into a school, or 15, but 16 students into a school and forced them to kill each other in order to escape. If you kill somebody and you don't get caught, you escape, but everybody else dies. Um, if
This
you
sounds like
escape and
a
you do
very
get caught,
complicated version of Clue. An assassin.
yeah, basically. If you kill somebody and you don't get caught, you escape, everyone else dies. If you kill somebody and you do get caught, you die and you have this big punishment thing. So there are 6 chapters. You play as a protagonist. I'll base this off of the first game, which in my opinion is the worst. The first game you have Makoto Naegi. He is the protagonist. And you play as him throughout the whole game. Your job as Makoto, you're the ultimate lucky student. Ultimate is just your skill. People are sent to this high school with one skill each. I'll throw out some. There's an ultimate detective. There's ultimate, uh, there's a lot. Ultimate lucky student. There's one of those in every single game. Um, yeah, there's one in
3.
every single game except for 3. Yeah, and the DLC. Why am I blanking? Oh, there's ultimate baseball player, ultimate gymnast, ultimate swimmer. It's not an ultimate gymnast. I don't remember. It's some
Acrobatist.
fancy thing. No, it's some fancy thing she does, but I don't remember. She's buff. That's not a gymnast. But
What was it? It was like I'll keep
Athlete?
thinking of it. You keep.
it's fine. There is an ultimate athlete, I think.
Hey, there's an ultimate athletics trainer.
Yeah, and that's Nekomaru, or he's the ultimate team leader or something. There's the ultimate supreme leader, the ultimate princess. Basically, everyone has a skill, and they get sent to this high school because they're really good at that skill. There's an ultimate artist, any skill. And those factor into how they killed somebody or the weapons used. I don't really want to spoil the games, but
Oh
I'll
no.
just say without naming who the characters
On
are.
this podcast, we
There's,
assume that everyone has played every single game known to man, and we go about as such.
I guess, fair enough. So
It is called GameHub.
I gotta think of what in one of the chapters. I don't remember which one. I'm pretty sure it's the first one. Yes, it is. There's a character, Leon Kuwata. He's the ultimate baseball player. He murdered Sayaka Mizono, sorry, who's the ultimate pop star. And while you're discovering evidence, you find there's a crystal ball on the floor. This leads everybody to believe it is another character who is the ultimate psychic? Not psychic. He tells the future, fortune teller, something like that.
Yeah, it'd be fortune
It's
teller.
called a fancy word again, but it's called some fancy thing again. But
Clairvoyant something.
yeah, clairvoyance. I don't know. But everyone thinks it's him because it's a crystal ball, and he's like, "Dude, you really think I could throw it that far?" And then everyone's like, "Throwing something far," and then they all look at the ultimate baseball player because he's the only one who could throw something that far and in a straight line to deactivate or to activate a lever. So their ultimates acquire to that. Then he got caught. He had an ultimate punishment, and the punishment is death. And then everyone gets to watch Leon Kuwata die. And your whole goal is to get out. You don't get to kill somebody, you don't get to choose anything. It's a visual novel. You're basically just living as this character.
It's Doki Doki
There's free
Literature
time
Club
events
with a
where
lot more deaths.
a lot, and it's more interactable. A lot more interactable. There's free time events where you can choose what character you want to have friendship with, and you get special scenes with them. My favorite games, I love the second and third, but I'd probably stick with the third because of one character that Luna hates, but I love him a lot. And so my favorite character from each game. The first game would probably be Kyoko Kirigiri. She is the ultimate detective. The second game is Nagito Kamaida or Sonia Nevermind, two complete polar opposites. And then the third game would be Kokichi Oma, or I don't really know if there's another favorite in the third game. I like Kokichi. I like most of them from the third game. They're all really good. Kokichi, Miyu. I like Maki. There's a lot. Kokichi's the ultimate supreme leader. Nagito's the ultimate lucky student. Miyu is the ultimate inventor.
So she's the
Sonia
Ren
is the
Sec
ultimate.
She's the oh, Rick Sanchez.
She's the important one. Shuichi Saihara is Luna's favorite, and he's an ultimate detective as well. He's in the third game. And then in Ultra Despair Girls, it's completely different from the other three. It's a third person shooter, not first person. It's third person, and your goal is to get out of this town that you're trapped in.
All right.
That sums it up.
All right. Let's move on to the game theories section of this podcast, where we talk about popular game theories that we do or do not subscribe to. Is there any game theories that you guys would like to talk about?
No, not right now. Hold on.
I'm not really into like theorizing tons of different things about games. I don't really know. Any.
Well, here's a game theory that is relevant to both of us since we both have played The Evil Within and Evil Within 2. Ruvik survived The Evil Within.
He could have, but
because if you watch Leslie, whenever he's walking out with such like pride in his step.
Yeah,
That's not Leslie. And then
fair.
afterwards, like, Sebastian gets the ringing headache that you would get when you were inside the stem, and then whenever he looks up, he sees Leslie just gone.
Fair.
So that leads me into my next one. The Evil Within 2 never happened.
It could be. It's just like
because this ties into the ending scene that I was talking about earlier of the stem machine hooking up. What if it was a different version of the stem that we saw at Beacon, and like that's the actual machine Sebastian wakes up from? Like he gets his happy ending, and then the core inside the machine there dies, and so the machines power back up and auto releases Sebastian, and that's how the third game will start out as.
Fair.
That's a theory that I have in my head.
Could see that.
You there, Zoro?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry.
Oh, that's fine.
I don't know much about those. I don't have theories other than I guess Five Nights at Freddy's.
Okay, so Zoro, what's your opinion on the Five Nights at Freddy's timeline that MatPat has concocted recently?
I'm interested in it, but I feel like Security Breach is gonna throw him off completely, just like all the other games did.
Oh, it has. It has so much.
Yeah. I haven't checked up on a lot. But, I mean, it's sad, but it's really interesting. So, I sound like a bad person whenever I'm like, oh, sad stories, blah, blah, blah. It's so interesting. I feel like I sound just terrible.
I'm talking to some friends, Mackenzie. Go away.
Okay.
You can say hi to them later.
Who are they?
Friends. You've met one of them.
Was it Garrett?
No. Go. I can't say their names on stream. Go. I'll call you in here whenever we're ready. But, so here's a Minecraft theory that I think has been debunked, but I will still always believe with my heart. The Nether is the center of the Minecraft Earth, and you cannot tell me otherwise. And the end is the moon.
That's cool to think about.
Definitely, I can definitely believe that.
Because it has been debunked, because they're like, oh, well, the void around the Nether, yeah, that's not right. No, because the void instantly kills you. Like, so what? What if it's a hollow Earth? What if the bedrock between bedrock and bedrock is just a hollow Earth and the gravity is so strong you instantly die? What if it's that? Like, inside the bedrock core is the Nether. What if it's that? And, like, The reason why you fall off the end is because it's the moon. What about that?
And the void is just space
Yeah.
or gravitational pulls. I love outer space. I know that's not a video game thing, but
Well, I mean,
outer
if you're talking about
space is-
Universe Sandbox 2, it's a video game.
fair enough. I think I agree with Mark in like
Space.
whenever he put
Space is so cool. So
I
cool.
love it.
My computer can't
The
handle the
one part
rendering.
the one part where he's like, if there was a petition to go to outer space, I would be there so fast, even if it was guaranteed that he would die. I agree. If it was like, hey, you're gonna die, but you
What
get
I
to go
find
to outer
ironic
space,
is
I'd be
what
like,
he
I'm
loves
going.
about space, he hates about the ocean.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you hate about the ocean? It's empty, unknown. There's just nothing below me. So what do you like about space? It's empty. There's nothing. There's nothing around me.
I like outer space because of how pretty it is. I like the ocean too, but like
I feel
both
like
of them are scary because of the unknown, but I feel like I would feel much safer. Well, not safer, but I would feel much more at peace floating around in space and looking up at stars and nebulas and everything rather than looking at pitch black darkness and terrifying animals around me.
okay, so here's my opinion. I like space and I think we should explore it. However, the Earth is 70% water and we have not explored not even 3% of said 70%. We need to finish exploring Earth before we explore into other territories.
That's like
I
that like
agree with
leads into
that.
one of those conspiracy theories of like NASA used to be an ocean company, and they switched over to space for like no reason.
Oh, they used to.
So it kind of begs the question why.
Nautical, science, nautical.
Yeah, but it kind of begs the question why did they switch just so randomly?
They probably found Atlantis and found like
What were they
the
scared
origins of our species. And were like, all right, yeah, we're done. We're not telling anybody about the public about this.
They were scared of it. They didn't want anything to do with it. That's my thought. There was something that happened there that freaked them out, and they didn't want to mess with it.
Yeah. They probably pulled a Wakanda Forever and found people there, and it was like, oh, blue people, that's not good. We leaving now. They made a
I
treaty
mean,
with
there
them.
is the whole thing that they found of a river under the ocean,
Well, that's because it's
like
two
a
different
whole
densities.
different body of
Two
water.
different density. Did
Densities.
that word of water, like salt water versus regular water. Like you can have a freshwater ocean underneath a saltwater ocean.
Yeah. There's just a lot of different things that are interesting to think about.
I will in a minute. We're almost done. You can be patient.
Hurry up,
Don't tell me to hurry up.
please.
Kenzie's still up as obnoxious as ever. Zoro. So you know. You remember her fairly well.
I do.
Anyway, I think that will be the end of today's podcast. If you would like to plug where you be streaming at on Twitch and whatnot, you can do so. Now is the time to do it.
I'm completely new to that.
You just say your Twitch name.
My Twitch is the exact same. It's Zorix, Zoro. I can't spell it out loud. I have to read it off something. Zoroarix.
What about you, Luna? Do you stream?
No, I have a Twitch account,
My
but I don't
YouTube
stream.
is the same.
Well, as always, you can find me at BenJohnson87 on YouTube and on Twitch. And that will be the end of today's podcast. I will see you all next time. Bye.